You hear all them, you hear that noise? You might not be able to hear it good, but man, that is loud. It was really loud where I'm standing. It's Sunday night. It is, I believe, a little after 6 o'clock p.m. Yeah, almost 6:30 now. And I haven't posted anything today. And the reason for that is simple. I had a hangover from drinking last night with some friends. It was a good time. We overconsumed. And I was not feeling well most of the day. Even the thought of writing a coherent Facebook post was out of the question. It would have just been blah, 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 blah. Like a monkey tapping away at a keyboard. Oh, once I woke up, I couldn't go back to sleep. Luckily, I found out a couple things though. First, I've always sucked at pool. I've never been good at pool. But the more I drink, the better I get. That's pretty interesting. Walking though, yeah, not so much. I do not get better at walking when I'm drunk. Luckily, one of us, and I'm talking about Sung, she had, I think, just one beer and one cocktail, and the rest of the time she was drinking water and Red Bull. You know, either or, not together, of course, but so she was still in her right mind. And she got a tuk-tuk to take me home for $2 because I was not going to be able to make it walking. Seems like when I'm drunk, there are invisible things on the ground that only I can trip over. Interesting. But really nice of her this morning. I woke up really late, about 11:30 in the morning. And she had already brought me a iced coffee and a steamed bun filled with pork. And she didn't even use my money, which is weird because I didn't know she had any money. but kudos to her. I appreciated that. I really needed it, and I didn't have to go out. But that's the only thing I've had to eat or drink today, besides water, of course. Always, always, always drink water here. Keep hydrated. But now, like I said, it's almost 6:30. I am starving. My stomach feels a lot better. My headache is gone. And I am now ready to eat. Very nice night it's shaping up to be. Kind of got a nice little cool breeze. This is the time of night when a lot of people, both foreigners and Khmais, they'll be out walking or jogging. Jogging's a pretty popular thing over here, more popular than what I thought it would be when I first came over here. There's a lot of people out jogging early morning and early evening. So I guess it's a fad even over here. People getting in shape. I just like to tell people if I didn't walk everywhere, I would weigh about 300 pounds because all the delicious food. But rows and rows of food stalls here. I'm going to find one. I'll talk to you guys later. Hey guys, it's now Monday morning. Just finished eating over there. My favorite food stand. Right here in the corner. $1 bowl of noodles. Iced coffee. Great way to start the morning. Last night, for the record, I did eat at a street food stall. I had 2 dishes with drinks. Cost $3 US. So that left me enough to get a banana smoothie and a steamed bun on the way back. Yeah, I was really hungry because I had not ate. hardly anything that whole day. But good food, lots of water, and really good sleep last night. Best hangover cure ever. Now that I finished eating, yeah, inside that old resort, I guess it's for sale. Kind of spooky when it's all empty. Kind of weird. Now I need to go top off my cell card, as I do every Monday. And I think that's it. After that, the day is free. And I'm sure I'll be up to something. Talk to you guys in a minute. Taking a walk down by the art night market, even though it's during the day. Just noticed these for the first time. A whole row of bird cages. They have birds in them. Hello, bird. Not sure what they're just kept as pets or not really sure. Meow. No, nothing. Looks like there's a whole row of them up here. Got small ones, big ones like this. They don't seem to be afraid. They're not freaking out. That one might be freaking out a little bit. That one does not want to be on camera. So. Up ahead, and I'm not going to get too close, but there's a wedding ceremony going on. Lots of music, lots of Buddhist ceremony. I'm not going to be intrusive and run up there, but there's a building. I don't know if you can see it. They have pictures of the bride and groom outside. It's a beautiful day for somebody. They picked a good day. Like I said, I'm not going to go any closer and interrupt, of course. But it's a really nice breezy day in downtown Siem Reap. It's the kind of day you just get out and walk around, let the breeze hit you, get rid of some of that sweat. Now listen to the sweet, sweet sounds of a wedding ceremony. Apparently that's a love song or something. I'm assuming. Yeah, ceremonies over here, whether it's a wedding, a funeral, or a celebration. Ceremonies of all kinds can last days over here. A wedding ceremony can last up to a week. It will involve several changes of different clothes for the bride and groom. Different rituals to be performed every day. It's very elaborate. And unless I get invited, I'll never be able to experience one, because I'm certainly not getting married. So, better go out and make some friends with the local people. Maybe one day I'll get invited to a wedding. And I'll let you see it in all of its glory. I'm gonna try. Ooh, look at that, nice car. Very nice car. Wow. I'm gonna try going that way. I don't think I've been that way. Get across this roundabout and see what's up down there. See this guy, that's how you do it, man. Just like a logo, look at that. He doesn't give it. He doesn't care. He's like, ah. See, there is this belief among Buddhists that whatever is meant to be is meant to be, so they don't concern themselves with things like dying in a traffic accident, because if they do, everybody will say that's the way his life was meant to end, and now he's getting ready to go on to the next one. There's a certain amount of bravery because to walk around in this traffic like that, you really have to believe that. I mean, you have to feel that to your core. Let's see what's down this road here. I believe if you go straight right there where those arches are, I believe that leads to either Angkor Wat or the airport. I think. I never really know for sure, but it doesn't look like there's anything different down here than you would find any other street in town. Guest houses, little shops. You can rent a bicycle, you can rent a motorcycle, you can get your laundry done, all in the same place. But I do always like the architecture. French colonial inspiration. There are actually several aspects of the culture here that are left over from when the French occupied the country many years ago. They still prefer the baguettes over regular bread. Of course, the architecture remains. There are streets named after, or streets that have names that are in French still. I'm getting a little thirsty. We're gonna go up here and find a place to get something to drink. And then maybe, no, probably head home. My rent is due today. You would think on rent day your landlord would be easy to get a hold of. Mine, I haven't seen him in a few days. I've had the money in my pocket just in case I go down and I see him. I knocked on the door earlier and his wife answered the door and said, you know, try again this afternoon. He doesn't seem to be too obsessed with getting the rent money, but of course I'll give it to him. I'm sure there are landlords here who are probably right on top of it, like that day, that hour, they want it now, just like back in the West, but it's not as prevalent. It again goes to easygoing, more laid back kind of culture they have here. It's just like restaurants. You go to a restaurant here, or you go to a restaurant back in the, you know, in the West, generally you order, you pay for your food, and you get your food, and everything's okay. Here in the, on the, what they consider fast food, the street food, you don't pay for it until after you eat, before you leave. And I'm still not used to that. I usually have my money ready when I order something, just out of habit, and don't really need to do that here. Nobody's ever been in a rush to come up and get my money. Ooh, load of coconuts. Yummy. But in a sit-down restaurant here, the one thing I find weird is that even if it's not a fancy place or a nice place, maybe it's just a casual place, you go in, you order, you eat, and then there's this process you have to go through to pay for your meal. And first thing you do is nobody will come up and say, "Are you done? Would you like to pay your bill?" You have to get their attention. Then they'll come over with one of those little leather books that'll have the receipt inside. They'll put it on the table and then walk away. You open that little book, look at the receipt, find out how much it is, get the money out, put the money in the little book, get their attention again to come over and get the book. They will then look at the check, look at how much you gave, and if you have change, they'll have to walk away and you'll have to wait for them to come back with your change. And again, they'll give you your change in that little leather book and wait for you to take it before you hand it in and leave. It's like a whole, like a 4 or 5 step process to pay for your meal. That's why I like street food so much. You eat, you just give it to the lady or the guy, and they give you back your change if there's any to give back, and you're on your way. Don't know if I want an iced coffee or just something else. Just went and got a new 20-liter jug of water. So I got plenty of water at home. Not quite sure what I want to drink. There are almost endless choices. But I took care of all the stuff I needed to take care of. Topped off my cell card. Got something to eat. Had my coffee. Got another jug of water. There you go. You can come over here and rent a restaurant. The rules, well, the actual laws for owning a restaurant in Cambodia as a foreigner states that you can buy the business, but you can only have I believe it's a 49% stake in the business. You have to find yourself a Khmer person, Cambodian national, make a contract with them to be your business partner, and they have to own 51% of the business. So it's best if you get somebody that you trust, of course. But the contract you sign with that person, you can state anything you want, like, well, your name's just on here so I can buy a business. You have no other, you don't get any profits, you don't have any full ownership. You can put whatever you want in the contract. But yeah, if you want to own a business here, you're going to have to find somebody that you trust locally to set that up. But on the other hand, it's really cheap over here compared to what you would have to go through in the West. There will be some people you have to pay off. But again, giving people bribes here is still a lot cheaper than going through the legal channels and the proper channels in other countries. Seems I'm in a little more like a residential type area. Huh. Flowers. Flowers. All right. I'm going to leave this off right here for now. Talk to you guys later.